I love this bike, but this bike, I worry so much about where I park it and stuff. I know it's not worth anything, and people are probably watching this thinking, oh, who'd steal that fucking piece of shit anyway? But, oh man, look at this, what the fuck, man? There's like a burst water main around here. It was exactly the same yesterday. Fuck's sake, man. Pay all this tax and these cunts can't even come out and fix it. Yeah, and but I love this thing, and I'd be absolutely fucking heartbroken if someone stole it. My other bike, don't get me wrong, I'd be fucking pissed off, but it's not the same sort of attachment. I have a serious attachment to this bike. This bike, right? I rode to Germany on this bike. I rode to Berlin in March or May of this year. I don't remember when it was. Got some pictures. I'll probably put them up on my Twitter at some point. But yeah, I rode this bike to Berlin and back, and it was one of like the best experiences of my life. And I'd seriously recommend touring on motorcycles to anyone, because on a motorbike you're in your own head constantly. You've got a fucking, you've effectively got a fishbowl on your head, and you're sort of concentrated in your own thoughts. And like, I mean, I didn't even go alone, but even still, it gives you a lot of time to think and reflect on things. And sounds a bit too smart for me, doesn't it? But reflective thought. Who do I think I am? But no, honestly, I'd recommend it to anyone, man. I mean, go wherever. Europe's brilliant. The roads are 10 times better. The people are friendly as fuck to motorcyclists, from what I've experienced anyway. Everyone's super nice, and it's cheap. It is really cheap. It's nowhere near as expensive as anyone makes out. And I weren't staying in like a tent or a fucking hostels. I was staying in decent hotels, and it still wasn't expensive. So I went from I got the Eurotunnel across on a Thursday. Thursday morning I got the Eurotunnel straight into northern France, Calais. I rode from Calais to through Belgium into the south of Holland, to Eindhoven. I stayed in Eindhoven for a night, parked my bike up in Eindhoven in a Q park, caught a train up to Amsterdam just for a few hours, caught a train from Amsterdam back to Eindhoven, stayed in Eindhoven for the night, rode from Eindhoven into Germany, all along the Autobahn 2, which was wicked. So yeah, I rode on the A2 through various different cities. I went Cologne. I went to Cologne on the way back actually from Berlin, but various different cities in Germany, but then to Berlin for 2 nights. Yeah, 2 nights in Berlin, and then back to Eindhoven, and then back to England. So it was really cool, man. It was really wicked. I'd recommend it to anyone. I'd even do it again. I done it on this bike, and to me it was like such a weird feeling to be in another country and have your motorbike. I really want to do the one I really want to do is southern France and northern Italy. I'd love to do that next, probably next year. And look, nothing against this girl. She, you know, she got me there, and I'll be forever grateful for that. She got me there and back. Not a cough, not a splutter, nothing but hard work the whole way. I mean, she sat at fucking 152, 153 miles an hour on the autobahn for a solid few minutes when I was giving her a big open rip, and she felt steady, stable. I mean, but she was on the autobahn, like just cruising. She was sitting at 100 miles an hour all day, every day. Not even, she weren't even stretching her legs. And you know, like, I mean, for a sports bike, I didn't feel like absolute death when I got off of her. Don't get me wrong, I understand I could have been more comfortable. I've ridden other bikes that are more comfortable, but I mean, it was an experience. That's the main point. And what's he doing? And yeah, I had a wicked time. I loved every minute of it. Loads of places to drink beer as well. A lot of beer was drunk on that tour. But yeah, oh, it was amazing. And like I said, there was a real sense of like it's so weird, right? Because there was a real sense of like it was real emotional actually when I actually got to Berlin. Initially, when I got to Berlin, it was, whoa, I nearly stalled it. Do you see that? How'd I save that? It was real emotional because I'm not saying I was crying because I weren't, but no, there was a part of me that was like really like, wow, like this bike actually done it. Like this 17-year-old sports bike has actually got me from my house in South London to Berlin. To more or less, you know, like it's like 800 miles, and it's like, and it done it without any grief. So yeah, it was a very sombering moment. That's the best way I can describe it. It was a very sombering moment, and it really felt like an achievement. It was such a weird thing because you never go on holiday and think, oh wow, this is an achievement, even though you should really, because you know you've worked for that. But it really did feel like an achievement because it was so much more effort than just jumping on a plane and getting somewhere. And it really was a sombering moment, and then especially to return back to the UK. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, I get holiday blues when I get back. I always love coming home. Don't get me wrong, I love my holidays, but I love coming home. England is what I know. London is what I know. It's comforting. It's what I'm used to. So like when I come home, I always get a bit like, oh, I'm going home. So yeah, but I'd honestly recommend it to anyone. And as I said, next year, I really want to do the south of France and northern Italy. I think that would be amazing. I'd love to go like Nice, Monaco, and then to the Dolomites. Oh, you cunt. I just have to find some people to do it with, because as fun as it is to do that sort of stuff, even solo, it'd be even better to do it with your mates, right? Because then you've got more of an excuse to have beers. And like I said, when I went the first time, I wasn't on my own anyway. Because, by the way, a big shout out to anyone that tours on their own. Yeah, because like, I mean, I was riding like a solid 8-hour day, so in my crash helmet on my own for 8 hours, but at least I knew once I got off my bike I had someone to talk to that I could share that journey with and be like, oh, do you remember this, do you remember that? Whereas completely on your Todd, fucking hell, you've got to have some serious self-confidence first, because to be in another country completely on your own is daunting enough, I guess. And yeah, no, you get mega respect in my opinion. But yeah, I think next time what I might do is because on the Eurotunnel on the way back, I met a load of guys that had just come back from the Alps. They'd done a few of the passes, and they were obviously all on BMWs and Triumph Tigers and KTM Adventures, and you know, like proper touring bikes. And they were sort of like, what? They were sort of looking at me like, you're fucking mad. And he said to me, look, I said, so why did you? So you obviously bought a Tourer because you like to do touring. And he said to me, I didn't buy a Tourer. I'm renting this. Oh, Mr. Gear Change like a twat. Yeah, he said I didn't buy a Tourer. I'm renting this. And I said, what? And he was like, yeah, this is a rental. And he told me the price. He told me that. Whoa! Jesus Christ, man. What an idiot. Touring bike is a massive issue for me because I keep my babies, my bikes, in my garden. And I have a normal, I have like a side door to get into my garden. And this just about fits in there. My other bike, which I will reveal in the next few days, everybody. New episode coming soon, guys. Whoa! Oh, what the fuck was that? That fucking hurt, man. Something hit my nose, bruv. The fuck? That really fucking hurt. The fuck was it? Oh, that's throbbing, man. The fuck? Oh, like a stone or something. Hit me right on the nose. I don't know if that'll come out on the camera, man. Oh, fuck. What was I saying? Yeah, I wouldn't be able to fit a Tourer in my garden. It just wouldn't fit at all. I'm always down for a tour. Even UK touring, I see there's so much of the UK I haven't even seen. I'm playing silly fuckers, man. Oh, that really fucking hurt. I can't believe that. Someone is going to be hearing from my solicitor. That fucking hurt. Right, well everyone, I'm off to cry because my nose really fucking hurts. And I'm going to watch back the video and figure out what the fuck that was that just hit me in the face. But I'm off seas. I've got to go to work, unfortunately. So stay safe, take care out there, and much love. Cheerio, folks.